the drugs that he took to keep himself alive
while he had COVID.
Rogan had COVID. Run that clip, Al.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Well. If it isn't old horseworm Rogan. I'm glad you're well, man.
Bro, do I have to sue CNN?
I don't know, do you?
They're making shit up. They keep saying I'm taking horse dewormer. I literally got it from a doctor. It's an American company.
Mm-hmm.
They won the Nobel Prize in 2015 for use in human beings.
Yeah.
And CNN is saying I'm taking horse dewormer.
Yeah, what? So
they must know that that's a lie.
Well, there's a lot of people saying it.
Right, but a lot of people can say it.
Okay.
Like the internet says it. Who cares?
Sure,
but CNN is saying it. Like Jim Acosta.
But I meant like USA Today, a few other
yeah,
places,
and they're talking about ivermectin,
yeah.
Right? So what? Because I don't know. I just saw so much news about you. I mean, I would talk to you and check on you and see if you're all right. And you're like, you threw the kitchen sink at it. You said, which was stuff that you took IV drips and was it
monoclonal antibodies.
And what is monoclonal antibodies?
It's the shit they gave Trump.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think he should sue CNN?
It would be fun. It would be fun, and they did. I guess that's slander, huh? Or libel if it's written.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know what like the legal precedent is because like it's one of those things where like technically like he
didn't clarify that he was taking the one for human beings.
I mean, but that should be understood, right?
Yeah,
like,
but in the
legal
of
sense.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm wondering. I doubt that there's a legal case. I'm also
no,
not
there's
fucking
no
lawyer.
legal case. But I understand what he's saying, and basically, just to clarify for everybody out there, is that ivermectin is also prescribed for human beings. Right, and they won a Nobel Peace Prize for it. Now, ivermectin is, in much greater quantities, a horse dewormer, right? So when you take it as a human, you take much smaller quantity. But if you hate Joe Rogan and you don't like his stance on the vaccine, you don't like his politics, of course you're going to use every opportunity to make it look like he takes fucking horse pills, right? Yeah. So CNN posting it, other places. I think Jamie was saying like USA Today was posting it, these types of places. It is kind of crazy that they would just run with that because you know that they're politically aligned with the opposition of Joe Rogan. So you know that they're doing it to slander him, but they found a nice little caveat where they're allowed to do that.
They're not even just politically aligned. He threatens their kind of existence a little bit, which is this whole alternate news source that people go to. Podcasts in general have become like this third-party news source that a lot of people get their news from. Yeah. And we're not all getting it from NPR or the fucking Daily that Alex listens to.
Yeah.
But so they're thinking we got to get this guy out of here.
I was off the Daily, I can tell.
No, I still do.
Nah. You used to come through with facts, bro. Every single day.
You got no facts at all.
You had information.
I usually have to catch up like towards the end of the week. I'm not listening every
You're listening to 2-week-old news.
Yeah,
man, we pulled out of Afghanistan?
Yeah. I wish you talked about this on the podcast.
That's crazy. Nah, but he used to come in ready, bro. He'd listen to his little fucking Daily come through.
Yeah, and then I would get too much criticism for being liberal, so chill down.
Still do it. You're like, government, look at my underwear.
Nah, but I chill on it a little bit. Not as much.
Sorry.
I got to give him some doses.
Some doses.
Like ivermectin.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it in doses.
Yo, I just think it's like, let's just be honest with what it is. That'd be really nice. It'd be really nice if a newspaper just came out. We're like, we don't like this guy.
Yeah.
So we're going to bash him. And every opportunity we have, we're going to bash him. Right?
You're like a magician, dude. You can't reveal that it's all fucking nothing.
But it's so close. Like it's all so close. I feel like everybody's revealed it except them. It's like everybody. It's what is it? The Emperor's New Clothes. It's like everybody knows that they're naked, but they refuse to acknowledge that they're naked. Right. Fox News, CNN, all of them. Like we know your political leaning.
Right.
Stop saying we're the truth.
Yes.
Say we're what makes you feel good. This is right-wing candy, left-wing candy. You need some left-wing candy? Come to us because we're going to give you the left-wing feel-good story every time.
I give credit to MSNBC and Fox News. I don't think they say they're impartial. I don't think they say they're like
Fox's
not
slogan
biased.
is the real news or the truth. It's in the slogan, the place for the truth. Just tell us what the fuck it is, and I'd be much happier because I'd go, okay, 8 o'clock, I'm going to read what the left got to say. 9 o'clock, I'm going to read what the right got to say. Boom, I'm ready for my day.
Yeah.
I'll make my own decision right here in the middle. Right. You don't have to be in the middle. It's fucking hard. We tried to do it. It murdered us. Yeah. We did it for months, and it was so fucking difficult to do, to thread that needle every single day. Yeah. I understand why both of them don't. They're basically comics. Comics just come through with the premise, right? They're like, hey, why are dudes bad?
Yeah.
Boom, tell us. And then other people go, why are women bad? Boom, tell us.
Right.
Much easier. It's a much easier way to make a living.
Way
It's a
more
much easier-
entertaining.
Huh?
It's way more entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Watching objective shit is boring. It's facts. We're feelings. We like feelings.
Dude, that's why honestly, Fox News is so fucking entertaining because they will find a way to just defend anything. Like they will, and somebody will come on that show and they will do it. They will get someone.
Oh,
It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. They will get someone to come out there and be like, yep, totally understand why he had to shoot those people in the head.
Like
yeah,
if
they're
I can get-
Americans, but they stayed in Afghanistan too long. They'll just find a way
Right.
to defend whatever the fuck it is. And you're like, oh, how is he going to do it? It feels like you're watching a comic.
It really does.
And I just care less about the left-wing argument. It's just not as interesting. Just like I care less about the left-wing argument from a comic.
Right.
Like if they're going to go up there and be like, we need equal rights for everybody.
It's
like,
easy.
okay, yeah, sure, great.
Yeah,
easy.
obviously.
Jump off the high dive. Defend
tell,
the right.
Tell me why midgets shouldn't get library cards. Make an argument that is so fucking absurd that I'm going to want to keep listening.
Yeah.
So of course the right-wing media is going to run the internet. It's just way more digestible. It's fun. It's sweet. It's candy. Even if you don't agree with it. I wonder how many people just watch it like, let me see what these crazy motherfuckers say. I really wonder. Of course the left-wing media shit is dying, right? Because you don't have Trump to push back against. And everything that
When
is...
Joe Rogan is your Trump, you're reaching.
That's right. They're trying to make
when
Joe
Joe
the Trump.
Rogan is your Trump, you're reaching.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about how you don't get sued. I guarantee you they cleared that headline with legal.
With legal.
Whatever
Yeah,
the
they
legal
must
department was. Can
Yeah.
we say this? It is technically a drug that gets used on horses sometimes.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
So
dude,
we
it's-
have
It's so funny to see like the grifters who just like made all their money and they got all their clicks off of Trump just
Yep.
scramble for their new bad guy. All right, guys, we're gonna take a break from this exclusive Patreon clip because we are all adults here and some of us need to choose nicotine to relax, focus, or just unwind after a long day. And Lucy Nicotine is a company that was created to help nicotine users find a cleaner option and feel better about the ways they consume nicotine. Their latest product is slim nicotine pouches, which contain pure synthetic nicotine and provide the same satisfaction that nicotine users expect without any tobacco at all. Okay, get the tobacco out of here. Lucy Slim pouches use the newest technology for synthesizing pure nicotine in the lab. None of the tobacco, all the nicotine satisfaction. Lucy Slim pouches include both coconut oil and gum base to provide a soft, fluffy texture that enhances the flavor and doesn't dry out your mouth. They come in 3 strengths, 4, 8, and 12 milligrams, and 3 exclusive delicious flavors, spearmint, mango, and cool cider. Okay? I'm telling you, these are absolutely fucking delicious, okay? You get a little bit of that little hit. There's a little bit of high that comes with it. I don't even know.
even if you don't use nicotine, you got a family member, you got a friend who's using cigarettes, filled with all that other shit. Dude, use this. Use
Yeah,
this.
tell them to get off that tobacco and get on the Lucy. It's simple, okay? It's 2021. Don't compromise. You're choosing your nicotine products. Go with the newest tobacco-free option from Lucy. So our listeners right now can go to lucy.co and use the promo code FLAGRANT to get 20% off your order of Lucy Slim pouches or any other Lucy products. That's Lucy, LUCY.co, and use the promo code FLAGRANT at checkout. Also, I have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains non-tobacco nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Lucy.co, and be sure to use that promo code FLAGRANT. Now let's get back to our exclusive Patreon clip. You can get the full episode at patreon.com/flagrant2. Join the asshole army. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You need either a skill or a bad
I mean,
guy.
the right does it too so much.
Of course, they all do it.
It'll be like AOC's quiet, and they're like, oh, fuck.
Fuck.
What are we
Ilhan
doing?
Omar, do something. Bury your brother.
Critical race
Please.
theory.
Exactly. The right does it all the fucking time. And you see right through it. Now, it's just really fun to see them argue the wildest shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You see a YouTube clip, and it's like Tucker Carlson sitting there, and he's like, why the immigrants are responsible for fentanyl? And you're like,
You're like,
all right.
I'm going to watch it. I don't agree.
I didn't know
wanna
there was
see
a
him get
connection.
there.
But this guy's going for it.
I want to see him get there. This is a crazy son. This
It's the
guy's
same reason you watch comedy.
Yeah.
It's like what is it? Chris Rock's whole bit. You know, we got to get rid of guns. No, we got to make bullets expensive. You're like, okay,
decent
I
idea.
like it. Where we going with
Yeah.
this? Where we going? The more salacious the premise, the more interesting it's gonna be.
Chris Rock defended the fucking Columbine shooters, I think, or something like that.
That's 3-on-3.5 court.
They didn't have any friends. No
That's
one played
half
with
court
us. Yeah.
basketball. We could watch that. So maybe it's just more interesting to watch, even though it's not there. But yeah, you're right. The fucking right grifts, the left grifts, and they fall the fuck apart when they don't have someone to push back against.
Yeah.
And it's so true.
And
Just every
everybody
single
has to
time.
be a threat to your fucking existence.
Yeah.
Everybody. AOC is a threat to freedom. Donald Trump is a threat to freedom. This country can't survive without. They vilify these people. And now when you're reaching at Joe Rogan, like he's a threat to fucking the nation, it's just the craziest shit.
Yeah, the guy literally just brings on people who are experts in their field and goes, "How do you feel about this?"
Yeah.
They say it. He has an interesting discussion, asks the questions that we would ask because we're not fucking scientists that are dissecting ivermectin every single day. Does it kill me? Is it good for me? Can it help me if I have bad COVID? He just asks these questions. And then all of a sudden, somehow he's some like villain. Go.
Also, he said by the third day, he felt almost completely fine.
Give me
so
that shit.
something he took worked.
Give me that shit.
So none of us felt better with COVID after 3 days.
Son, I was on a drip for 3 straight fucking days. I was in a goddamn hospital. Mark got it twice,
Allegedly.
allegedly.
I was depressed in a pool house. It's really
Dude,
that was
can
the
those
toughest
things
part
go
of COVID.
together? Like, what a bougie bitch this guy is, right? I was depressed in the
Sounds
pool
like a
house.
Drake lyric, dude.
It tracks.
Never call me in the boathouse.
Certified double
Yo,
boy.
look, a funny
Move the
thing.
router so I get the Wi-Fi.
Shitty Wi-Fi. Man.
Yeah, and you saw the Rolling Stone retracted their article about the ivermectin thing.
Oh, dude,
What did they say?
how is there no punishment for this?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, so basically they published a story suggesting that at a hospital in Oklahoma, they talked to a doctor who was allegedly working there, and he told them that they were refusing gunshot victims because they had so many people that were overdosing on horse-strength ivermectin. And then it got published by the Rolling Stone and then hundreds of other like news outlets, like both like just all over.
Yeah,
and then
this is the best part.
they ended up finding out that that doctor hasn't worked there in a few months. But no one did the due diligence
What
to
the
follow
fuck is
up.
journalism, dog? I actually
Clicks.
don't. Yeah, and I
They're
don't.
just sluts. They're OnlyFans. They're
Yo.
OnlyFans for like COVID news. That's
You're-
all Rolling Stone.
You're only fans
CNN.
for facts.
The OnlyFans for facts, but it's not even facts.
Yeah.
Fox News,
Yeah.
all of them. They're
Which-
like, what's
yeah.
the most salacious story? Where's the candy? Where are the sweets? How do I give
Where are
the
the
people the
titties?
sweets?
They're giving you titties of facts.
That's it.
And it's one
Exactly.
thing when you're
And a
like
lot
a
of them are
person
fake.
on like fucking Instagram and you're like, hey, I'm doing my news thing. Here's my opinion on this, or here's what I think of this, or like,
Another
here's
thing, you're an established news brand.
and you're saying you're the truth, and then
Yeah.
on top of that, you're hiding behind your brand.
Yeah.
So you're not like a person putting your neck out as an independent journalist, being
Yeah.
like, yo, here's what I think this is. You're just like a faceless entity, this giant institution that's
Yep.
basically saying like, here's information.
And they do nothing to correct the misinformation,
Oh, they
right?
put the header saying like, technically this is this.
But they've
and blah,
done the
blah.
comparison tweets, like the tweet that says that the hospital is turning away gunshot patients for people that are ODing on ivermectin gets 10,000 retweets. The header that says they fucked up the story gets 20.
Max.
So you're not really doing the due diligence. And here's the thing, they can't because their business is run by interest and retweets. Nobody's retweeting that the story was fake.
Yeah.
You're retweeting that the story confirms your beliefs, which are ivermectin, people taking that to be good and beat COVID, bad.
Yeah.
Right?
But they are eroding their own trust slowly, and they can't help it. You have to do it.
And
to get
this
the clicks.
happened
you
real
don't-
quick on that. It
No
makes
one
me
cares.
feel like people exactly. It makes me feel like people
cares.
don't care about trust.
Yeah.
I care about trust. I used to think that's what it was. Like I can trust that this place is going to give me the truth, right?
Yeah.
But I think people just care about feeling good, right? So it's just like, how can you confirm my feelings? You don't need to be the most trusted news source. You need to be the most trusted source that's going to confirm my feelings. Is Joe Rogan a bad guy? Who's going to tell me he's bad today? Yes, I'll go to you.
And I guess because I was thinking, just the term news inherently it should be truth. But I think now we don't even care. The news is just something to echo what we like, echo
Yeah.
what we feel.
Yeah, and the same thing happened on the right side with the dogs in Afghanistan. Do you remember this? So
No, tell me.
Basically, there were all these dog
this is
kennels.
Oh, I
This is
saw
great.
this. It
This
fucked
is-
me up. This
It's
picture.
the same. It's the same exact thing. So
Such a right-wing news. This is great.
yeah.
This is
So
great.
basically, there's all these dogs. They're military canine animals that are
Yeah.
all in these different kennels, sitting in like what looks like an airport hangar.
Yeah.
And there's probably like 10 kennels all like kind of stacked on each other. And then the picture got posted on the internet. And then the title that came with it is U.S. troops and Joe Biden are leaving these dogs to die in the kennels at the hands of the Taliban.
Yeah, I got sent
This
that
is
by a
what
right wing
these
friend.
fucking frauds do. And if you do have a dog, you care about dogs, right? You're like,
Yeah.
how the fuck could
It's,
this animal do that?
Yeah.
It's
I
the
mean,
most-
Joe
it's
Biden's a piece of
It's
shit.
the worst thing ever. Like
Yeah.
it kills you in a way that like no other crime does. It's like you're gonna leave a dog to die, starve in a cage.
Yeah.
It's like the most inhumane thing you could even think.
Yeah.
And then Pentagon came out and they were like, "Yeah, this isn't true. This is an erroneous report. Like we're not gonna just leave dogs in a kennel." Like we would euthanize them or whatever, but like they're like we're not just gonna leave them there to starve. Like,
Wait a minute, did they kill him?
no, they
That's
said
fucked up,
they
too.
said no, they said they took him back. But
Okay,
they were
so
like,
they did take him back.
They were just like it makes no sense. Like
So they didn't even fact check the story. That's the thing is, it's a perfect example. It's like a girl taking a picture where she looks skinnier and her tits look fatter than they actually really do. She's like, oh, this going on a gram.
Oh, you mean like
right?
all pictures? on
Every
the gram?
picture? Yeah, exactly. And it's like, that's what Fox is, what did Fox post it?
Yeah, everyone posted.
But yeah, every right-wing news source, right?
And
It's like,
all the right-wing grifters and all the
And I got sent that by a friend who's the #1 don't trust the media. They're all full of shit, but he's a right-wing motherfucker going
tickled
crazy.
him.
And now this, it has to be a fact. It supports what I feel.
Because you're waking up going, why is Biden bad?
Yeah.
And they're going to all these news sources going, please tell me why he's bad. He doesn't like dogs.
Oh,
He
and
just left the dogs.
Oh, he served
and-
in the military. He's like, I can't believe I wake up in pain every day for this. Like, this motherfucker was going off.
You know why? You know why they ran with that story?
Why?
I bet you they ran with that story because the Cuomo leaving his dog at
Oh,
like the
murder.
governor's
Cruz,
palace
Cruz,
story.
Cruz, right?
No, Cuomo left his dog at the governor's palace or whatever. Apparently, allegedly, I don't even know if that's true. But that story, murdered because everybody was fuck Cuomo. You had the left and the right saying fuck Cuomo, right? Because the left was all like, "How dare he touch women?" and the right's like, "He's a Democrat." But both of them are like, "We care about dogs," right? That story murdered. I guarantee there is somebody at the right wing news sources who are just sitting there like, "Oh, we got a dog story.
You run
It's
it back.
unconfirmed. Run it."
Also,
Space
Cruz,
Jam 2.
when Cruz ran to Cancun, he left his dog. Everybody's like, "Yo, how the fuck you leave your dog?"
Ah,
Why
yo, the
would you
dog
do that?
stories hit.
Bruh, dog stories hit you differently, man. That shit sucks.
Actually, the dog stories might be the stories that actually bring us together.
Because they're the
Everybody
most
cares about a fucking
pure
dog.
and innocent
Yeah.
and good. Every
Yeah.
human has done some shitty things. A dog don't know no better. He gets to shit on a carpet. Worst thing he does.
Yeah.
Worst
Dove,
thing he
Dove
does.
loves dogs, man. It's his favorite thing.
Don't
Yeah.
get me started.
When
Don't
Dove's
get me
going
started.
out of New York stealing your dog.
This is a 3 times a week situation that we're in.
What's that?
Borrowing the dog.
You're going to
Doing the
borrow it
laps.
3 times a week?
Yeah.
Just make sure it shits so that I don't have to wake my girl up in the middle of the night. So she
The hardest part was making it not touch. You need to give me the dog with Xannies.
No, I'm going to give you the what's it called thing?
What?
The zapper.
Oh, I think like Xannies, like the drug.
Yeah. We need that
Yo,
dog.
just walk around with a little
calm
squirt
down.
bottle and some water. Just shoot it.
No, his girl actually. They had the like little collar, and she's like, "I don't think you want to walk around with that thing." So
be
the
judged.
animal, they'll be judged. I want to be judged.
Yeah.
But like Charlemagne always says, like the truth isn't important when the lie is more entertaining.
Exactly.
Like that's just life at this point.
Son,
Yeah.
what if
Like-
for like 6 months, we all just told the truth? Or not even we. Like, don't fucking trust us for the truth. Trust us for fun. We're going to make every story the most fun.
Feelings, no facts.
Please
It's
say
feelings, no
please
facts.
say
We are
that
not
again.
a fucking news source.
Say that.
Don't come to us for the news. Come to us to hear the
Preach.
funniest takes about a story. That's what we're
Preach.
going to do. Okay? And sometimes we'll fail miserably in that, but we are going to talk about, we're going to give you feelings, no facts. What up, people? You just watched a clip from our weekly Patreon episode. You can support the flagrancy. You can support this unapologetic,